Yay, there we go. Okay, so settling into your posture. Arriving in your body, honouring the time that you've taken out of your busy life to be here. Bringing your attention to the points of contact that you're making with the earth. And then narrowing your attention to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. So we take this time to practice these mindfulness skills, stepping from the doing, busy, thinking, analysing and judging, and dropping into simply being. Although, of course, as we probably realised over the weeks, months and years of these practices, that there's nothing simple about that. The mind is constantly filling in the gaps, creating stories, analysing and trying to understand what's going on. We've taken the time to observe and listen and pay attention to that. So finding a point within the breath that you can anchor yourself within the practice. Or if the breath isn't somewhere you want to settle, finding somewhere within your body that when your mind has wandered off, or there are parts of the body within the body scan that you don't want to be with, you can bring your attention here, weaving this into the practice. Taking care of yourself within the space. We've learned to explore our boundaries and our edges and our limits within the space of this vessel, this body that carries us around. So honouring yourself if there aren't bits of the body that you want to be with. Taking care of yourself around that. That could be resting with it, exploring the discomfort, and it could be moving your attention away from it. Once you've found that anchor, bringing your attention to your left leg and all the way down to your left foot and the toes, the little toe. Let's bring our attention to our little toe and our left foot. What, if anything, can you notice here? If you can't feel anything, what is the nothingness? And then moving your attention away from the little toe to the big toe on your left foot. What, if anything, can you notice here? The nail bed, pad of the toe, the joint, the ligament? Does it feel hot or cold or warm? Tingling? And moving your attention away from the big toe of your left foot to those toes in between. Perhaps noticing the contact that they make with each other. Perhaps they don't touch one another. Where do they begin and end? Is it a clear line, or do they sort of fade away into the foot and that they're no longer toes? Do you know where to explore to? That childlike curiosity and interest. And now an invitation to move your attention away from the toes and bring your awareness to the base of the left foot, the arch, the heel, balls of the foot. Again, where is the foot? Where is the base of the foot? Where does it finish? Is it a clear line for you, or does it sort of fade away like a shading? Exploring your body in your way. Spotlight, torch beam, pencil shading, oil paints, watercolors. As we explore our bodies part by part. In this instance, the base of the left foot. Now moving your attention to the top of the left foot. The skin, the bone, the ligaments. The mind will wander. That's what minds do. So we practice this very specific and deliberate way of paying attention to our bodies. And now moving your attention away from the left foot altogether and bringing your awareness to your ankle. What, if anything, can you notice here? Do you go around the edges? Are you exploring from the center of the ankle outwards? The skin, the bone, the ligaments and tendons. This is a really busy part of our body. And then moving your attention away from the left ankle to the left lower leg, so below the knee joint down to the just above the ankle, wherever that is for you. The calf, the bone, tendons and ligaments, the contact with the earth. Does it feel light or heavy? Do you go up and down, side to side, round and round? And then moving your attention away from the left lower leg to your left knee, that soft crease behind the knee. The patella that floats. We're not born with, it grows, and then decays. Our knees can be juicy spots for us. Discomfort, perhaps not for you. What can you notice? Does it feel warm, hot? The joints, tendons, the skin. Those old memories of grazed knees, maybe not so old. And then moving your attention away from your left knee to your left thigh, the upper leg, the bone, the muscles, blood vessels, contact with the earth, fabric of clothes, the air against your skin. Lightness, heaviness, warmth, tingling. Not trying to change anything, we're being with our experiences as they are. Noticing how the mind wanders. And each time it wanders off, bringing ourselves back to that anchor or back to the body. And in this instance, the left upper thigh. And now an invitation to hold your left leg in your mind's eye as a whole. And to be playful with the breath if this feels right for you. So picturing breathing into the left leg and breathing out of the left leg. Whatever way works for you. You could be breathing in and out of your toes. Breathing into your leg like a balloon. And then moving your attention away from your left leg altogether and across to the right hip, all the way down the right leg, down to your right foot, into your right little toe. What can you notice here? What's the nothingness if you can't feel anything? Because they're very good at letting us know when we bang them into a chair leg. But in general, our little toes go completely unnoticed. What can you notice here today in your right little toe? Our minds often assure us that they are the most important part of our body. We're taking this time to be with other bits. Embodying this space that carries us around. So moving your attention away from the right little toe to your right big toe. What's here? What can you notice? Your mind takes you away on events. You can tell yourself, I'll attend to you later. Right now, I'm with my big toe, or the anchor within the body, if the right big toe isn't somewhere you want to be today. And then moving your attention away from your right big toe to the toes in between. Joints. Nail beds. Now moving your attention away from the toes to the base of the right foot. The heel, the arch, the balls of the foot. Contact with the earth. Now moving your attention to the top of the right foot. What can you notice here? Heat, tingling, corners of the hair, fabric of your socks. Now moving your attention away from the foot, bringing the spotlight of your attention to your right ankle. Where does that begin and end? Is it a clear line? Is it blurred edges? Does it fade in? Or is it like a clear section of your body in your mind's eye? Does it have a color, a shape, with their textures here, their movements, tingling? We're noticing. Not changing anything about our experience, but being with it as it is. Acceptance. Don't need to fix anything. Simply being with our experiences as they are. And now moving your attention away from your right ankle to your right lower leg, between the knee joint and the ankle joint, the calf, the shin. Contact with the earth. And now bringing our attention to our right knee. Getting that floating patella, that soft crease behind the back of the knee, where those two bones meet. That's the way the skin wrinkles. The textures and shapes and colours, movements. Now moving your attention to your right upper leg. Thigh, the bone, the muscle. So right or wrong way of doing this practice. What can you notice here in your right thigh? Breath, or that anchor within the body are always there for you to anchor yourself in the present moment when your mind has wandered, because that's what they do. Bringing an open and tender awareness to your experience of what it is to be you, observing your body in this moment. And an invitation to bring your right leg into your mind's eye as a whole and breathe into the space of that leg and breathe out of the space of that leg. Perhaps giving a sense of spaciousness, of cleansing, perhaps not. An invitation, and you can say no. Now bringing your attention away from the right leg altogether and bringing the spotlight of your awareness to your trunk. And we're going to explore the back. So we're going to go from the shoulders to the middle back and the lower back. So shining the spotlight of your awareness around your back. the spine, the sacrum, the hardness of the bone, the softness of the skin. Perhaps you can notice the subtle movement of your lungs as they push the ribs towards the back. This is a very quiet movement within the body. Do you go up and down or side to side or in a spiral? Using a torch beam, a spotlight, or a visual scan, binoculars or magnifying glass, maybe painting, colouring yourself in. With kindness and curiosity and interest, what's here in your back. And now moving your attention to the front part of the body, from the upper chest, the belly, pelvis. Now you can notice the subtle beat of your heart or the rise and fall of your rib cage, softness of your belly. If you didn't explore your organs whilst you were looking at your back, an invitation to do that now. Your belly's rumbling, or your bladder's telling you off for not going to the toilet before the session. What can you notice? And now an invitation to be playful with that breath and to breathe into each nook and cranny of your trunk area. Breathing in and breathing out. Now moving your attention away from the trunk area, and we're going to bring our awareness to our shoulders, and we're going to explore both arms at the same time here. So down past the elbows to your hands. What can you notice here? The palms of the hand, the back of the hand, the nail beds. What shape do they take? Do they feel warm or cool or hot, tingling, dry, moist? Opening up to the experience of our bodies. It doesn't need to be separate from our experience, what it is to be alive. Our hands, where do they begin and end? If you wear rings, can you notice the sensations of them within your hand? Now moving your attention away from your hands to your lower arms between the wrist and the elbow. Just noticing the contact with the earth or your seat, or what's there on your body. Where does that contact begin and end? And then moving your attention away from your lower arms to your upper arms between the elbow and the shoulder. Bicep, tricep, the only two muscles that I consistently remember the names of within the body scan. Bone and those tendons and ligaments. The fabric of your clothes, warmth, the coolness, what's here for you, your upper arms. They feel heavy or light. And now bringing your arms into your mind's eye as a whole. Breathing in and breathing out of your arms. Do you breathe in and out of your fingers? Does the air come in through your armpit? That playful and interested, childlike curiosity of breathing into your arms and out of your arms. Now moving your attention away from your arms altogether to the back of your neck and your scalp. Tingling, coolness of the air, warmth, heaviness, tightness. And then from the scalp to your face. The forehead. The eyebrows. Your eyes. Behind your eyelids. Your eyes still or darting around. If you have your eyes open, colours you can see, the blinking movement of your eyes, your eyelashes, your nose, your cheekbones, your jaw, the tongue in your mouth. The saliva in your mouth. The smoothness of the skin inside your mouth. Perhaps running your tongue behind your lips, that opening. your chin, the front of the throat, inside the throat. And an invitation to bring your attention to your head as a whole. And breathe into the space. Breathe out of this space. And then expanding your awareness from your head to include your arms and your body, your left leg and your right leg. And holding yourself in your mind's eye as one complete and whole object. Breathing into the space of you and breathing out of the space of you. And then narrowing your attention back to your breath. Simply breathing in and breathing out. And resting in stillness, I'm going to close with a poem by John Rodell, which we've had before, but not today, not after this practice. My brain and heart divorced a decade ago over who was to blame about how big of a mess I had become eventually. Eventually, they couldn't be in the same room with each other. Now my head and heart share custody of me. I stay with my brain during the week and my heart gets me on weekends. They never speak to one another. Instead, they give me the same note to pass to each other every week. And their notes they send to one another always say the same thing. This is all your fault. On some days, my heart complains about how my head has let me down in the past. And on Wednesday, my head lists all of the times my heart has screwed things up for me in the future. They blame each other for the state of my life. There's been a lot of yelling and crying. So lately, I've been spending a lot of time with my gut, who serves as my unofficial therapist. Most nights, I sneak out of the window in my rib cage and slide down my spine and collapse on my gut's plush leather chair that's always open for me. And I just sit until the sun comes up. Last evening, my gut asked me if I was having a hard time being caught between my heart and my head, and I nodded. I said, I didn't know if I could live with either of them anymore. My heart is always sad about something that happened yesterday, while my head is always worried about something that may happen tomorrow. I lamented. My gut squeezed my hand. I just can't live with my mistakes of the past or my anxiety about the future. I sighed. My gut smiled and said, in that case, you should go stay with your lungs for a while. I was confused. The look on my face gave it away. If you're exhausted about your heart's obsession with the fixed past and your mind's focus on the uncertain future, your lungs are the perfect place for you. There's no yesterday in your lungs. There's no tomorrow there either. There is only now. There is only inhale. There is only exhale. There is only this moment. There is only breath. And in that breath, you can rest while your heart and head work their relationship out. This morning, while my brain was busy reading tea leaves and while my heart was staring at old photographs, I packed a little bag and walked to the door of my lungs. Before I could even knock, she opened the door with a smile, and as a gust of air embraced me, she said, what took you so long? So moving and stretching in whatever way feels right for you. We were interrupted by a bulldog there. Had butted her way into the room. We're going to move into sharing a cup of tea together. Today I've got verveine. Apparently, contrary to sort of popular belief, it's helpful to have warm drinks, but actually it supports our body to move into being cooler. When we drink cold drinks, our body moves into heating up mode. It's like having a warm shower before bed over a cold one. Apparently promotes better sleep. I'm going to move into a space of sharing about our experiences of that practice. An invitation to those accessing the live recording to press pause and take a moment to reflect on your own experience, your direct experience of what you notice within your body. It's the end of the 12-session program, and we began with a body scan and we've ended with a body scan. What did you notice? So we're going to close the space with a short, compassionate breathing space. My apologies for the interruption during the poem. There's a bulldog bulldozing her way into the room. There she is. Animals are a great reminder of present moment awareness. Taking a moment to arrive in your body. Honoring this space, this vessel that carries us around. And placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. You can say these words out loud or repeat them in your head or simply listen. May I be well. May I be at ease. And may I be kind to myself and others. And then expanding that awareness to include our group, May we all be well. May we all be at ease. And may we all be kind to ourselves and each other. And then expanding your awareness to your household. You can stay here, that feels right. You can expand to your village, your town, your region, your country, your continent, the world, the universe. Go as far as you want. May we all be well. May we all be at ease. May we be kind to ourselves and each other. May we all be well. May we all be at ease. May we be kind to ourselves and each other. As best you can, taking a sense of connection and awareness to what's left of your day, your week, your summer. Thank you so much for joining me on this mindfulness adventure. If you do have any questions or queries, you'd like to explore further what has come up for you over the last 12 sessions, then please do reach out.